Greetings. You have your ticket? Oh, you don't have one? No problem. Just hit the subscribe button below and come on in. Hey guys, DFG here, Gideon's Flight. Hey, just wanted to take a few minutes and just update, us all on some of the latest affairs going around, I guess somewhat domestically and internationally. If you look over my shoulder, there's that shoulder. There. There's a clock back there. I'm going to call that my 1 minute to midnight clock. And just for the time being, we'll move away from that clock somewhere down the road. But interestingly enough, as we are going through this, timeout with the government shutdown, you've heard me say it before, that there are a lot of different things that are happening. And in my personal opinion, things that are diversionary tactics. In other words, to keep us focused on the things that we really need to be thinking about. And I'll give you some examples. First, Venezuela. As you guys may or may not know, United States, is getting more and more involved in the situation in Venezuela, to the point where that we are actually going in and sponsoring a coup in Venezuela, and also setting up, obviously, our guy, in the new appointed, interim president is what they're calling this guy. Now, obviously, that opens up a lot of door for conflict because, for example, what I mean by that is that Russia just recently sent some bombers over to Venezuela right before this coup took place. Now, I don't know if that's coincidental or not, but that's what happened. In addition to that, you have a situation where China has just purchased $50 billion of oil from Venezuela. And so anything that America gets involved in as it relates to Venezuela, especially sanctioning them and, cutting off their oil supply, at least their ability to sell that oil, it's going to create some, havoc, and it's going to create conflict, in particular China. And I bring that to your attention because China now, and if you watched early news today, pretty much announced that they have superior, and you heard me say it before, but they have superiority now, military superiority over the China Sea, the whole China Sea. Nothing the United States can do about it to stop them. All we can do is hope. Now, why is that a problem for us? Because major trade goes through the China Sea. A lot of the goods that we get made in China, a lot of the merchandise that you use, they are shipped through that particular area, of the world. And so any type of issue along with, better said, if China decides at any point in time that they want to cut off exports, they want to cut off any kind of transports going on in that sea, they have the power to do it. And in case you may be questioning again, well, no, we still have superior. No, we don't. I watched earlier today, and you can find it. There is an F-15, one of our fighter jets, flying in China's airspace. While you're watching the particular video of this event, what we see, I think it's called the S something of jet fighter. I'm sorry that I don't have the name. You can look that up. Comes up on the scene where our F-15 is, and literally almost twice the size of the F-15, and this jet literally pushed our F-15, took it and moved it out of the way, and got it out of its airspace, and there was nothing that the United States can do about it. So I bring this to you because you may be asking the question, okay, at the end of the day, thank you for the information, Dale, but what does it have to do with me? Well, now we go back to the things we were talking about just recently. Are you preparing, and have you prepared? I suspect a lot of you guys probably indirectly had some impact with the government shutdown based off of views of one of the videos. And so, and this is in regard to, SNAP or your paychecks or EBT, etc. Now, if you're one of those individuals, there is no way, in my personal humble opinion, that you should be investing money in any kind of Super Bowl events and parties, guys. I was looking at something recently, showed that the Super Bowl generates $15.5 billion. And again, we talked about it already, how convenient it was for the government to open up to make sure that they get that $15.5 billion. And there is a connection to it, because again, if people don't have money, people don't have resources, the National Guard and other organizations, military, police, etc., individuals who tax dollars have to supplement, you couldn't have justified spending that money on the Super Bowl. You're following with the government being shut down. So in essence, the Super Bowl is an indicator that, again, at the end of the day, the elites, the wealthy, the rich, the government, corporate America, much more interested in fleecing your wallet. So what you should be thinking about, at least I hope you are, guys, ladies, is putting reserves to the side. We talked about this again, right? Water. We talked about, sanitation supplies. We talked about, canned goods and canned foods. We talked about blankets, flashlights, heaters, anything that you might need, because think about it from this perspective. If America and China go at it like they potentially can, and there's a lot of conversation about that area is getting real intense, possible World War III. You know what the first thing China's going to go after? Think about it. The first thing China would go after is EMP, electronic magnetic pulse, to shut down the grid. Because once you shut down the grid, you shut down all of our ability to respond, to fight back. So that, if no other reason, is reason for you to take extreme caution and be prepared and keep your eye on what's going on. I.e. is why I mentioned 1 minute before midnight. Okay? So again, all I'm saying to you guys is that keep your eyes out. Watch what's going on, guys, because this is also something that I heard. I heard that 1 week has passed already with the so-called negotiation. They opened up the government to discuss, options and come up with solutions so that, Trump can get his wall financed. Well, guess what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that Nancy Pelosi said absolutely not giving him anything. So again, what it tells us, guys, is that this whole thing was just, I'm talking about reopening the government, guys. It was just a diversionary tactic. It was just, one of those dog and pony shows to throw you off, get your attention off of what's really going on. Okay? Only to come right back, right after Valentine's Day. Another $1 billion holiday. Okay? To shut everything right back down. And for you guys who did not prepare, you're going to be in trouble. And again, guys, I'm going to do a video coming up real soon, because I know I mentioned, some things around constitutional information and things we need to know about how the government works. A lot of that, of course, has been, sidebarred now, because the Patriot Act really allows our government to do anything that it really wants to do now. It gives the authority to the government, mainly the executive chief, the president. He doesn't have to respect and honor the Constitution under the Patriot Act, just so you know that. So again, take time out, be prepared. Keep an eye on what's going on down in Venezuela. Venezuela is a country about the size of Texas. Okay, it's a big country. They have a strong military and a lot of jungle area. So if we get into kind of major conflict down in Venezuela, guys, it's going to be at Vietnam, 5.0. Okay, so that's not going to be something where we just go in there like we did maybe in Iraq, and just, where there's no desert, land is settled, and you just go in there and, take what you, kill everybody and take what you want. Venezuela will be a lot more complicated than that. Just saying, so you know. So watch Venezuela. Keep an eye on what's going on with China. For individuals who work with industry that Samsung or some of the automotive, Toyota, Nissan, places like that. If anything goes on with China, you're going to be out of work as well. Okay? And so again, be prepared. Save your money. I'm not saying don't watch the Super Bowl. I'm just telling you guys, this will be the 1 year I'd take it in moderation. Because I'm willing to say to you right now, I suspect in 6 months that there's going to be a major event, catastrophic event, that's going to involve this country and every last one of us as its citizenry. talk more about that, in the upcoming video, why I say that. Okay? So thanks for your time, guys. Keep your eyes open. Keep watch out. There you go. That's better. Keep a watch out, for what time it is. And I'll be talking to you soon. Appreciate you guys. Holler at you later. Bye now.